Alright, good morning. Excuse me, back here. We had a gentleman, a customer of ours, brought us this pipe bender, tubing bender, excuse me, pipe, tubing, difference. And he was generous enough, he donated it to us, but it has to be mounted to the floor. So we're going to modify it so we don't have to mount it to the floor. It's going to be on a stand that rolls around and we can move it. Because we're limited on floor space, and we'd like to keep things open as we can, as much as we can. So what we're doing, we're going to make it hydraulic so we don't have to pull on this lever here. So this is the MB105 bender, Pro Tools, Pro Manufacturing. So what we're going to do is we're going to change this all around. The way it works right now is you put a pipe in here. Got my assistant. There, I'm going to put a pin in. Okay, then you pull this and you bend the pipe.
There's a couple of steps with locking this on the pipe holder on the mandrel, but
yeah,
for the sake of just showing you what we're doing.
Now we move it, you bend it again. Of course, it's not tied down to the floor, so we can't bend any pipe. We only got it C-clamped to the bench. But that's how you do it, roughly. Not exactly, but roughly. So what we're going to do is we're going to take all this off. Don't need that on there for now. We're going to take this all off, and was that bought or again?
That was leftovers when we got the new shop
So
area.
We have another free, we like free by the way, porta power that was left over in the shop. It's a good heavy duty 10-ton unit, or whatever it is.
Yeah, it was a 10-ton.
That was a 10-ton. So parts of that unit that was left we're going to use in this. So we'll take this back apart, and we've made some of the parts ahead of time, and I'll show you what we're going to do. So let's take this out first. Oh, it doesn't have a nut on it. Yep. Gonna have to crack it out. So we remove that. We'll save that for future reference for use. We got two of these. Where'd you get them? Hardware or?
Tractor Supply. They're for 3-point hookups, but they happen to be the right size for what we need, and they're mild steel, so we can weld to them.
That goes in there thusly. I'm going to put the nut on it, or the other way.
Yeah. There it is.
There we go. So that'll go in there like that. It allows them to spin. And then pop that out. Where is it? Then we made this piece here.
This is the piece, one of the pieces that came out of the porta power, one of the pusher pieces. And so it's going to go like that.
Yeah.
And that'll be welded here, here, and then it'll all go in the gadget here so that it can be pushed. Yeah. Drop that in.
This is only for demonstration because we're going to be taking it back apart.
And doing some welding and then put it back together. So that's going to go there. And then this is the actual ram. And it's going to go there. So then when it pushes open, it'll do that, and it will swivel on the two collars that we found. So we're going to put some tacks on it, some pretty good tacks, and then put it together, mostly together, and then we can use the porta power to actually watch it swing and make sure it doesn't have any bind spots. And then in a little bit we'll show you the power unit and some of the table stuff that we're going to use to mount everything on. That's the next phase of the project. We haven't got started on that yet, but we got it figured out. That's the hard part.
So without any further delay, I suggest we knock this back up.
We got everything cleaned off, sandblasted. Got some nice heavy bevels on here. So
Bring the welder over.
Ward can get some good penetration. Part of my illustrious background, I did a whole lot of welding setup for people. More of a fitter than a welder.
Okay, watch your eyes. Move.
Yeah, a little. Let me just squeeze it back in. Anywhere you like.
Watch your eyes. That's pretty heavy tack. We're only tacking it together right now. This is just to prove what we're doing is right.
Yeah, we can grind those back off without too much trouble if something binds. Centered on the crack. Parallel. Should be good. You don't hold it.
Alright, let me get my helmet.
We can screw the ram back out to get some good weld.
Yeah.
Want to eyeball it from the side.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Make sure I'm level.
move this over here. Take another peek at it. Yeah.
Because I can pull on it here and that kind of holds it in a good spot.
Come down a little bit on your end. Right there.
Yeah. No ground right now.
Maybe.
Get somewhere in there. Because I got pressure on it. Really. Go for it. I'm clear.
Yeah. Oh, I just moved.
No, it's just swinging.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean. This doesn't look level now. There it goes.
Really just.
Alright, it's tacked pretty good. A little too tight. It moved a little. The bushings did.
Yeah. I'm with you.
But with that much power, it's still gonna
I don't think we're worried about it.
take that off. Somewhere the line on the bushings. Yeah, do a little.
We can do a little selective die grinding in there if we need to be freer. Still running?
Yeah, we're still running.
Yeah. We like to design things so, you know, if this breaks down, we can take it out and get another one or put new seals in it or whatever. And then we're going to leave the quick connect feature to it. And if we needed to, for whatever reason, and we wanted to mount it in the future, we just take this off with the new sleeves and we put this back on because it's got the sleeve built in. That's on there, not permanent, and so the other piece just goes in there. Well, nothing pushes on it. These little fingers push on that side. So
Yes.
So that's a good start.
So this is just tacks, so we can see if it's going to work.
Yeah, we're not actually pushing on anything except air.
I'll hold it.
Well,
It's only 10 tons. I use my superpowers.
okay.
I don't know, do we ever check the oil in there?
I don't know.
Do we even know it has any?
I don't know. It's doing something. Here we go.
It is moving. This is going to be all push buttons when we're done.
Yeah, we'll take them and show them our future settings here in a minute. Because this is, if this goes out, then we've got proof of concept on our swings here. Is that the end of the stroke?
That's 25 degrees.
I think it's the end of the stroke.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about it. Yep. So,
When you get that far, back it off a little. It won't happen now. Pull this pin.
retract it, and then you can go to the next hole and push again. And that's how this operates too. So, because you only have, you can pull a few teeth with this movement, but then this, each die has 3 positions on it. So now I'm gonna let this off. It should retract.
That's what we wanted to see.
See, this is another reason that we use the porta power. We have another ram over there with our other stuff, but it's on a lift table, and so it used gravity to push back down. This, we don't know exactly what's in there, but we're pretty sure it's got a spring in here, so it pushes the fluid back into the reservoir back here. And so that worked. It didn't come all the way back, but it did come back.
I'm going to say it might be binding yet. We don't have it squared up.
On the bottom of there. But it ain't bad. It's just the last quarter inch or so. So that's proof of that concept, that there was no binding through here. because
Right.
both of these are swinging. And so I say we weld it up a little more and then we may have to switch over. We've got an 1.5" die and a 2" die, and we've got some random exhaust tubing outside, so that will let us bend something just with this, because we don't have our other one hooked up. So as slow as it would go, it would just prove that it'll do it. So just to review, this is the power supply for a porta power. So it builds pressure in the ram. So now we'll go over here and show what we were really going to do. So here's yet another freebie. You know, third of 3. And this is a lift table. I have no clue what they used it for originally, but it's 2,000 pounds. And we were initially going to use this big ram, but getting it on that smaller bender was not going to be easy. And then it also we're trying to figure out how to do the retraction. And that's when we thought about the porta power ram. So this one's built in with a return line and flow control and all that, and we will probably still use the flow control, because over here on the back side there's a reservoir. So down here we got the tank, so we'll have plenty of fluid no matter what. Power supply, it's 115, so we can run an extension cord out. It's got up and down pedals for the table. And so the two best parts is it's all all conveniently packaged right here. And at this angle, this plate is vertical, more or less. And so the post on the bender, we're going to weld it in here, and we'll use the base as the base for the bender. So we'll need a crossbar down at the bottom to put the base on, weld it in place, cut all this off, weld it right here. We'll take this complete arm off that holds the ram, and then we'll cut these arms off once we get everything where we want it. And then it'll be self-supporting. And we may use the pedals, or we may get a hand control, because it's like an up and down button on a lift or something. That's easy. And then the last part of it will be putting some wheels on it, and this thing comes with nice little all metal wheels and a shaft and axle and everything on the parts that we're not using. So we'll be able to mount them to the frame base, and it'll be mobile. We can stick it in a corner when we're not using it. That's the thing about being a general shop. We're not specialists at anything. If we were making roll cages for race cars every week, we would need one of these benders set up full time. But we don't. We'll have a project here and a project there, and we'll definitely show them off when we do them. But this is all going to work good. So we have base, power supply, mount, and wheels. And all it takes is a little time and thinking and labor. And we got plenty of all those. It's the money we run out of. So.
And the thought. I'm incapable of thought anymore.
So anyway, we'll keep you going.